Hey guys, Hitman89 here, making a video for buygames.ps, and today I'm gonna show you the best adventure games you should play in 2021. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you find this video useful, don't forget to show your support by hitting the like button. Now let's not waste any more time and let's start with the first game. The Last of Us Part 2. It received tons of hate because of its story, which divided the fan base, but the gameplay is on a whole nother level, especially the gunplay. For example, when you're shot, you get knocked down. It's not like on most games where you just eat bullets like they're nothing. And what makes things even better is that ammo is very rare, so you have to make every shot count. Melee combat is also pretty impressive to watch, and the animations make the whole thing look like a cutscene, except you're actually playing. You can feel the power of each weapon, and every encounter is challenging, unique, and fun to play. Now let's not forget about the insane looking graphics, animations, and facial animations, which make the whole thing look even better. This is, in my opinion, the best looking last gen game. By the way, the footage you're looking at was captured on PS5 at 60 frames per second. Moving on to the second game you should definitely play, and this one is available on all platforms. Apart from being a great two-player co-op game, It Takes Two is a pretty good adventure game with enough variety to make you feel like you're playing a completely different game every chapter. Keep in mind it cannot be played solo. You have to play it with someone, preferably your significant other. Just make sure he or she is decent at gaming, otherwise it'll take you forever just to beat the first chapter. Oh, and believe me, there's no worse feeling than watching your wife getting stuck in the wall when she's supposed to quickly connect some wires so you won't have to start over. Moving on to the third game on my list, we have Watch Dogs Legion, an open-world game where you play as members of DedSec, a secret society of hackers, and whether you like the game or not, you can't deny that it's innovative, because I don't think there are any other games that allow you to recruit and play as any NPC you run into. So for example, you can play as an old lady, which is pretty funny and it never really gets old. On the other hand though, the voice acting sucks, just like the AI, which makes stealth the easiest approach. And the gameplay is basically as varied as you want it to be, because your playstyle heavily depends on the operator you pick. You can do a lot of hacking, or you could just go guns blazing if you manage to recruit an operator who's armed to the teeth. The game just got an update that added a brand new performance mode which allows for 60 FPS if you don't mind losing the ray tracing effects. So if you haven't played Watch Dogs Legion yet and you like what you see, go ahead and give it a shot. At number 4, we also have an open world game, except this one doesn't take place in London. On Spider-Man Miles Morales, you can jump around in New York City and fight crime, or you could just spend most of your time checking yourself out in those beautiful ray-traced reflections. The combat system is challenging. You can't just mash buttons and expect things to work out. You have to learn a few combos, and most importantly, you have to dodge incoming attacks fast enough, or you'll end up like me. Or maybe I just suck at the game, because I died way too many times. There are also stealth missions where you have to use your camouflage and slowly take out enemies without getting caught. Keep in mind it's a short game, we're talking 7 to 8 hours. But if you're a Spider-Man fan, it's still a must-have. Now if you want a game that'll keep you busy for at least 30 hours, you might want to get Immortals Fenyx Rising instead, which is my favorite Ubisoft game in a long time. It's got tons of references and jokes about Greek mythology, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you'll love it. When you start the game, you get to create your character, and you can access this menu later on and customize your character whenever you want in the Hall of the Gods. You can also upgrade your skills, weapons, and stats there using the resources you find in chests, secret locations, whenever you kill an enemy, and when you solve the addictive puzzles you find in vaults. If you want to get as close as possible to playing Breath of the Wild on PlayStation or Xbox, but you're not broke enough to force yourself to play Genshin Impact, then Immortals Fenyx Rising is the game for you. And that's gonna be it for the best adventure games you should play in 2021. If you want to get any of the games you saw in this video or any other games, head over to buygames.ps, the best website that sells PlayStation and Xbox games for super cheap, and they're the only ones that offer a lifetime warranty on all of their products. You'll find their link in the description, so check them out. I hope you find this video useful, subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's been Hitman89, see you guys very soon.